Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Aero Talks. My name is Captain Prateek Gautam and I hope each and every one of you is doing well. So today's topic is how to become an airline or a professional pilot in India. In my opinion, whenever an aspiring pilot do some research or ask how to become a commercial pilot, he or she gets a very simple answer that you need to do your medicals, clear DGC exams and flying training. This is correct, but the psychic of an aspiring pilot demands much more beyond that. And in order to satisfy the curiosity of an aspirant, I believe that we need to give a detailed and an extensive information of each step. Becoming an airline pilot is a lengthy and a complicated process. And in order to do justice to this, I have tried to divide this topic into two videos so that you as a viewer can understand clearly. The topics of these two videos will be, in the first video, I will cover the entire process till you get your CPL. In the second video, I will cover that after CPL, what is the process and how to get a job. So basically, I will try to walk you out on the path of how to start your journey and what should be your first, second or the third step. In my opinion, by covering topics like this, I will be able to help aspiring pilot to develop a clear thought process so that they are able to make better decisions in their journey to become a pilot. So as I quote, समझदार बनो और अपने सपनों को साकार करो. So let's get started. Before talking about how to get your commercial pilot license, you as an aspirant should be aware about the eligibility criteria and requirements to become a commercial pilot. I have already covered this topic in the last video and I'm also putting up link here and in the description if you want to check it out. It's a detailed video about minimum eligibility criteria and I've also covered some frequently asked questions which I have been asked by a lot of aspiring pilots. In order to get a commercial pilot license, you need to clear 5 steps. First is to clear your DGCA medicals. Second is to clear your DGCA theory exams. Third will be to do minimum 200 hours of flying training as per DGCA standards. Fourth will be to clear English language proficiency test. And fifth will be to submit your documents in DGCA for issuance of commercial pilot license. One of the first steps on your journey to become a pilot is to clear your DGCA medicals. A pilot needs to be physically and mentally fit in order to fly an aircraft. This is because a pilot is responsible for the safety of aircraft and passengers traveling on it. If by any chance a situation arises that a pilot's health deteriorates mid-air, it can create a very dangerous situation for all the passengers. On 28th April 2021, Captain of Biman Bangladesh had a heart attack mid-air and slipped into coma. It had 128 passengers plus 8 crew members. First officer did a wonderful job in controlling the situation and did an emergency landing in Nagpur. This is a very rare phenomena, but as we are taught into aviation that flight safety is most important and you need to be prepared for every situation. DGCA Medicals is divided into two parts, which every pilot has to clear. This is Class 2 Medicals and Class 1 Medical. Doing medicals is a part of pilot's life, which you have to do every year till the end of your pilot career. Before starting your pilot training, I would strongly suggest that you should do your medicals or at least do your Class 2 Medicals. It does not make sense that later on you come to realize that you are not medically fit and cannot become a pilot. DGCA Class 2 Medical is the first medical which an aspiring pilot has to clear. It is less difficult than Class 1 Medical, but my suggestion would be to ask your Class 2 Medical examiner to do your Class 2 Medical as on the same standards of Class 1 Medical. By doing this, you will have a peace of mind that you will not face any issue in getting Class 1 Medical cleared later on. Class 2 Medical is conducted by DGCA approved Class 2 Medical examiners which are located across India. There are close to 142 doctors as of 2022, which are divided into northern, southern, eastern, and western region. I'm going to put the list of class 2 approved doctors by DGCA in the description. In my opinion, you should do your class 2 medical in class 12th itself or graduation final year so that you do not waste your time later on. It hardly takes minimum 1 week to get your class 2 medical done. Cost of getting your class 2 medical will be maximum 8 to 10,000 rupees, which will include your doctor fees and medical reports. Validity of class 2 medicals is about 2 years, in which you have to get your class 1 medical done. Otherwise, your class 2 medical will expire. Class 1 medical is the next and the more stringent medical than class 2. Class 1 medical is conducted at 8 medical centers, out of which 6 are Indian Air Force centers and 2 are private hospitals which are located in Mumbai and Chennai. Some of the medical tests which are done in class 1 medical or class 2 medicals are blood test, which includes hemoglobin, TLC, DLC, blood sugar, lipid profile. Next is your urine test, followed by ear, nose and throat checkup. Next will be your eye test, in which your 6x6 vision is checked, color blindness is checked and squint is checked. Next will be your ECG, followed by chest x-ray, audiometry test, USG whole abdomen, liver function test, kidney function test, etc. Your first class 1 medical is known as initial class 1 medical, which is valid for 1 year. After that, you have to renew your class 1 medical every year till the age of 65. After getting your class 2 medical, it takes about 3 to 4 months or more than that to get an appointment for class 1 medicals. So in that time, instead of waiting and wasting your time for appointment, you can jump on to the next stage, which is clearing your DGC exams. But I must repeat that you should do this only after when you have cleared class 2 medicals. So in order to get a commercial pilot license, you need to clear 5 DGC exams. These exams are air navigation, metrology, air regulations, technical general, technical specific. DGCA conducts these examinations in 2 ways. First, they follow a fixed schedule in which they conduct examinations 4 times in a year, which generally happens in the month of January, April, July and October. Recently, they have started an on-demand examination which they intend to carry out every month. Apart of these 5 exams, there is one more exam which is known as RTR exam, which is conducted by WPC. It happens 6 times in a year, every 2 months. So in order to appear for DGC exams, every aspiring pilot needs to have a computer number. Computer number is the registration process in which all the education qualifications and other documents is verified by DGCA. DGCA exams are objective tests with multiple choice questions. You need to secure 70% or above marks to pass these exams. You can give unlimited number of attempts to clear this examination, and the validity of these exams is 5 years. The number of exams which you have to clear depends where you will be doing your flying training from. So if you do your flying training from India, then you have to clear all the 6 exams. But if you want to do your training from abroad, then you only have to clear 3 DGC exams, which are navigation, metrology and regulations. But I personally recommend that you should clear technical general also, as this becomes a weak point for students who does their flying training from abroad. Theory exams in foreign countries such as USA or Canada is quite easy as compared to Indian DGC exams. Because of this, you as a trainee pilot will not study technical general subject as deeply as you would have studied to clear DGCA technical general exam. Later on, as you give airline entrance examination, you tend to struggle due to lack of knowledge of this subject. Technical general is a major part of airline entrance exams or airline interview syllabus. I strongly recommend that you clear your DGCA exams, including Technical General, if you want to do your flying training from abroad. In my opinion, DGCA exams is the most important stage of pilot training as it has direct impact on future employment opportunities. They are very difficult exams with a vast syllabus, and I have seen people being stuck into this for more than a year because of poor preparation. I strongly suggest that you should study under an experienced ground school who has a proven record of delivering continuous results since the last 8 to 10 years. Think it of as an investment towards your future. As a lot of you are aware that I also run a ground school which is known as Zenith Aviation, where we have been delivering good results into DGC exams for the past 7 to 8 years. I will also put up a PDF file of our last 1 year results in the description so that you as an aspirant can look into it and make a conscious decision. I would also like to add that do not go for flying training without clearing your DGC exams, be it from India or from abroad. If you intend to do your flying training from India, then clear at least 3 exams, which is navigation, metrology and regulations, so that flying school allow you to continue your flying training till 150 hours. If you plan to do your flying training from abroad, then clear your DGC exams first and then only go for flying training to abroad. This is because after completing your training, when you come back to India, you only have 6 months to clear your exams and do a conversion process. This will create a very tight situation for you. Majority of people are not able to do this. This will also create a situation where your hours will lapse and you need to do recency. In order to do recency, you have to fly extra 22 to 25 hours, which will increase your expenses by 4 to 5 lakh rupees minimum. So as you can see that this will create a situation where you will suffer a financial loss. Also, if you have already cleared your theory exams, आपके लिए flying काफ़ी आसान हो जाएगी because you can understand all the flight instruments and their working along with all the aspects of flying training easily, which will help you to finish flying training quite fast. After clearing your DGCA medicals and DGCA exams, the next step will be to do your flying training, which is the most exciting but expensive part of your pilot training. This is going to be an interesting journey where you will be experiencing the beauty of flying and how does it feel to fly an aircraft. DGCA requirements for a flying training states that a trainee pilot needs to finish 200 hours on actual aircraft. These 200 hours are divided into sub-requirements such as solo hours, cross-country flying, night flying. Generally, your flying training is divided into 3 stages, that is private pilot license, instrument rating and commercial pilot license. So talking about private pilot license, it is the first stage of your flying training. In this, initially, you will be doing dual flying with your instructor, then followed by solo circuits, then dual cross-country flying, followed by a check ride of a PPL. Check ride is basically a flying test which a pilot has to clear with examiner or chief flight instructor. After PPL, you will be doing instrument rating. In my opinion, this is the most important stage of a flying training. In instrument flying, you are taught to fly and navigate the aircraft in poor or zero visibility conditions by the help of flight and navigation instruments in the aircraft. As a professional pilot, your every flight from beginning to end is supposed to be flown as per instrument conditions or instrument flying rules. Instrument conditions is basically a zero or a poor visibility conditions where you cannot navigate the aircraft with the help of visual or physical structures. In order to teach instrument flying, a trainee pilot has to fly under the hood while navigating and flying the aircraft with the help of aircraft instruments. In instrument rating, you will also be taught night flying. After this, you will be doing solo cross countries followed by your simulator flying, dual CPL training, multi-engines flying, and finally you have to do your CPL check ride. You can do your flying training from India or abroad as per your liking. Every place has its own advantages and disadvantages. I personally did my training from USA. From abroad, majority of people do their training from USA followed by Canada, New Zealand and South Africa. Some people do their training from Australia or Europe also, but in my opinion it's quite costly, which doesn't make sense. Choose a flying school which should provide you a balance in the terms of cost and quality. In my opinion, quality of flying training from abroad is better because of better infrastructure and exposure. But it is expensive. It varies from 34 to 55 lakhs in cost, and the time taken to finish your training can vary from 8 months to 2 years depending on your country of choice. India also have some very good flying schools such as IGRUA and NFTI Gondia, but in my opinion they are a bit expensive. If your budget is a bit less, then India can be a great option as you can do your flying training in less than 30 lakhs in few flying schools. Flying training cost in India can vary from 29 lakhs to 55 lakhs depending on school. The time taken to do your flying training from India can vary from 6 months to 3 years depending on the school of your choice. I will make a detailed video about flying training later on. After finishing your medicals, DGC exams and flying training, you need to do an English language proficiency test. So aviation industry is a global industry where every pilot should be able to speak, read and write decent English. So in this test, all these parameters is checked and you as a candidate should secure minimum level 4. So now after finishing all the steps, you have to submit your all the documents such as medical license, DGC exam results, your flying logbook and other required documents in DGCA for verification. After thorough checkup and if everything is found satisfactory, you will be issued a DGCA CPL. This will be a very proud moment for you as you would have achieved such a major milestone in your life after hard work of so many years. I would advise you to celebrate and cherish this moment as a journey after this is going to be difficult. So that's it guys for today in this topic. The next video in this series will be about what to do after CPL and how to get a job. If you have any questions or doubt, please write down into the comment section or you can call me up for personal counseling on the given number. I will put this number in the description also. Also, if you have any queries or doubts, you can DM me on my Instagram and I will be happy to answer your questions. If you like this video, I would like to request you to please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. This will give me a lot of confidence so that I can continue making such videos. Also, please show your love and blessings by liking and commenting on my videos. So that's it guys. Thank you for watching. I would be back again with another video shortly. Till then, bye-bye, take care and happy landing.